Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome yourself to the 61st episode of the Blind Counter Podcast. I'm your host with the most, the Offset, aka Big Bob here, and I'm joined here today with my co-host and executive producer himself, Mr. AKIIRA AMANE, and also joining us again is our new co-host himself, Mr. BAMBI underscore 63. How we doing today, gentlemen? How we feeling?
Doing well. What's up, Bambalam?
We're doing great. How are you going, Mr. Monty? How's it going? Big Bob, how we
Hey,
doing?
We're
we
chilling,
doing
man.
good.
Chilling,
Like the
man.
camera angle.
Yeah. Yes.
Hoping Bob gets through the podcast. Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm really hoping that this my PC's been having a lot of issues here recently, so I can't stream, I can't do anything. It's been crashing just randomly if it's overloaded. So I did a quick PC clean to try to keep it a band-aid on it to keep it running. So hopefully we can get through this hour or so without it crashing. But yeah, it's definitely been a annoying thing that I've had to deal with, and I don't know what's going on with it. So if anybody has any suggestions on why a PC might crash the screens and every. I don't know. We'll have to deep dive later on. Anyhow, but yeah, so we had a week off from the matches here. We actually had a break after Major One commenced. Obviously, a week break, and then the matches started and whatnot. So a lot of good Call of Duty to talk about. So we had 2 weeks of community updates and CDL to speak about. Before we jump into things here, we got anything that you guys want to speak about before we jump in?
On my side of things, just got some updates coming for the overlays and the shorts as well. Since we got Big Bambalam in there, got some logos coming. As far as anything else goes, I mean, there's been a lot of Kenny talk. We'll get into that. But what about you, Big Bam?
Yeah, nothing much, man. Just watched some CDL this past weekend. Appreciate the boys for having me on as a new co-host. It's much appreciated. And just we just been grinding rank play. Got iridescent today. Finished that up before we went off to class. So
Let's
that's always
go.
nice. But yeah, no, just another week.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, let's get into it here, man. So we're going to switch on over to the desktop version, and we're going to get into the first topic of discussion here, which is the biggest topic of discussion, which is Optic dropping Hook for Pred in replace for the Major 2 split here. So we have now Hook being replaced by Optic. Hook and Shotzi
Yeah, for
here.
real.
This is the funniest thing I've ever seen here. For the fourth time in his career, Shotzi dropped Hook. So
I don't want to play with you anymore, dude.
the
That's
shit,
how he had. Yo, we're in this pick. We're in the pick.
really right there.
Right
Right
there,
in the
baby.
pick.
There's
Oh,
Bam.
I
There's
love
Money. There's me right there.
it. Look at
There's
Brett's
Sponge.
face. His head is crazy. It looks like he just popped. Dashy big girl.
Oh
Oh, I love
man.
it.
Yeah, so we've got that drama going down as well. Then in other news here, we also have formal revealing why Shotzi brought him back. So let's go into
I
a live
remember being at
listening real
Content
quick.
like 2 days ago, and and when I was talking to Brandon, he was saying that like Fred texted Shotzi after they lost or whatever, and I was like, "Are you guys gonna join again?" He was like, "I don't know." I think his words were, "Shotzi runs this shit. I don't really know." I think it was Shotzi's choice. It is cool.
Damn. Okay. So what are your guys' thoughts of Hook being replaced by Pred?
I mean, I feel like when it happened, the reverse where we lost him, it was just like weird. Everything was just like making a lot of shit up. I know we were talking about it, like trying to come up with a conspiracy, but it's good that he's back. I made like a tweet or a post there. It was like, damn, I wish they would have respected Hugh a little more, wrote it out for the year, see what happens. But as soon as I see Optic Pred in text, it's fuck this tweet. So it's like I didn't know if it was happening, but when it did, it felt right. So I'm just going with that. Hugh, his stock's up right now. I mean, he looked good, but the fact that he's still not picked up right now is crazy. But Bam, do you think he'd get picked up after Major Two, or do you think someone's still trying to reach for him?
I think we live in a COD world where the competitive scene is so just anybody's ball game to the point where I think you're picking up the player which you think you can win a world championship with, and the past has shown Pred can pull it off. And I don't think it has anything to do with player versus player matchup as far as how good Pred is versus how good Hook is. The fact of the matter is, it was short term that Hook got on the roster that had to play Major 2, but you know you gotta perform when it's crunch time, And if they would have won or made it farther, things could have been different. But the way they went out and the way they performed, I think it's not a terrible idea to bring back Pred.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's definitely it's a hard call to make because obviously, who came in it. I guess at the beginning, Pred was having issues or whatever, and they were doing decent, and then Hoot came in and was slaying out, and they were doing pretty good online. Then we went to LAN, and then just wasn't connecting. They placed top 8. So I mean, yeah, I understand, both sides of the coin there as far as like keeping Pred or keeping Hook. They were getting some good chem, working with Hook after some weeks of practice and good momentum there, and then having to switch up again, and then bring Pred back into the mix. It's just I guess, more of like a comfortability thing and getting everyone on the same operating rhythm as everybody else as they were with Hook. So it's probably just an adjustment period here, and just need to get some more practice underneath their belt with the new roster and keeping everybody
Definitely.
going.
It seems as if Formal's always making comments to which the community runs with. I feel like it's always Formal. Like
Yeah.
he always says something on stream, and I kind of don't. I think he should just shut up because anytime he said, like him saying that, people are gonna run with him, and be like, "Oh, Shotzi ruined this team, and Shotzi did this," and it's like, shut
Yeah,
up.
and
Yeah.
it's Formal doesn't talk a lot, so when he does, people are like, "Oh shit!" Like
Exactly.
Thanks. Well, yeah. All right. Well, then
Interesting.
moving on here, then we also have Hixie being dropped here from the Vancouver Surge. So he is grateful that Surge gave him the opportunity. First, to admit that he didn't play anywhere near as well, enough to keep on the team. So thanks for the support. And anyone hating can S my D. I'll be back again. So Hixie had some words to share on X here, and then he actually got dropped and replaced by Neptune, which is a interesting pickup in my opinion, because I know he dropped off in Vanguard season and then didn't come back until this season. I know he played Halo for a little bit and then came back in the Challengers this year and was actually doing pretty well in Challengers and got picked up by Vancouver Surge. So we'll get into how that resulted this weekend here as well. Moving on, and for Miami here at 6, they actually had Metals
Yeah.
was sick this past weekend, and Super, who also has been slamming in Challengers for quite some time, was actually brought in this weekend as well to fill in for Metals. So some cool roster changes here for the first weekend for Season 2 or the Split 2. So let's go into the actual matches here, and the first one that commenced, let's see, it's going to completed. So let's go to Friday morning, and we had the Los Angeles Thieves versus the Carolina Royal Ravens, and this was a DoorDash challenge for the Los Angeles Thieves here, absolutely body bagging them in a 3-0 fashion. Anything that you guys want to speak about on this series here?
Not much, honestly, but I do want to say I thought it would be a little more on the side of Carolina, but I did think LA was going to win this one.
Yeah, I also agree. I would have thought that Carolina would have taken at least 1 or 2 maps, just because of how dominant they've been here recently. But looks like LA came in with a hot
Catching
3-0
up.
and was like, yeah, we're gonna establish dominance this new split here. So that was a 3-0 DoorDash for the LA Thieves, and then going into the next matchup, is going to be the Boston Breach versus the Vegas Falcons. And this was a 3-1 victory for the Boston Breach here. So Boston taking home maps 1 and 2. Vegas Falcons taking home the Vault Control. And then Boston Breach ending things on the Hardpoint Hacienda in a 250 to 180 fashion. Anything that you guys want to speak about on this series here?
I mean, Bam, what do you,
The
what do you think about these
Falcons.
Falcons? What do you think about these Falcons?
They always seem to steal like a search or control. If only they could just do 2, at least 2 within a series, it would give them like more hope, maybe.
Yeah.
A little more gas, but expected right here. I mean, Boston, they're playing pretty decent, and yeah, Cammy, I mean, he was having his way. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, Cammy going absolutely huge this series here with a plus 31 spread, a 1.04 KD out of the 4 maps. And everyone else on the side of Falcons didn't really perform well. We got 1.07 out of King, a 1.0 out of Xnid, and then a 0.96 and a 0.77. So, yeah, just a typical Boston Breach showdown against the Vegas Falcons. Yeah, you would think, Falcons, this is probably going to be their best bet is Deneslo. a team for their best bet. Winning search and destroys, and then maybe that control, because I know that hardpoint, they're not very competitive. I mean, obviously it can be close, and they've had some times where they could have taken a map or a hardpoint off of somebody, but they always choke at that last hill or two.
I
And
think it's gonna happen, bro. At the end of the game, they're gonna get caught up, and then shit's gonna change, bro.
I'm just ready to see them win a series, and I don't know who it's going to be against, but we'll see when time comes. But yeah, typical Boston Breach bashing against the Vegas Falcons there for that second series on Friday night. And then going into the last series here, we had the Atlanta Faze versus the Vancouver Surge, and this was a surprising 3-1 victory for the Vancouver Surge. Atlanta coming out hot on the map 1, and then Surge just taking over maps 2, 3, and 4, closing it out on the hardpoint control, 250 to 142 fashion. What you guys want to speak about on this series here?
What the fuck is this, bro? I was not expecting this shit.
Surge looks good now. Looks like they found that missing piece, dropping Hixie, picking up Neptune. Neptune's having a good start to his CDL 2025 career. He had a good 2 matches over this past weekend. But yeah, he played pretty well. Dropped a 1.11 KD, pretty damn solid. Better than Hixie would have done. 0-4 with some struggles, but yeah, they still figure out a way to win 3-1. So great performance out of the Surge. Looks like they're meshing really well. I'd say that's the biggest thing. Their team looks like they're playing together now and pulling it out against the major one, minor and or
Major and
qualifier, minor, major champion Faze.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Railed on.
Absolutely.
Getting drowned out.
Absolutely, and speaking of drowning people out, Nasty is absolutely pouring it on them with a 1.42 and a plus
1.42.
and a plus 29 spread there out of the maps. So yeah,
I'd spread for him.
ooh, there it is, and also Neptune with a 1.1 plus 9 as well. So a very good series out of the Vancouver Surge there, taking out Faze, coming out hot there. So that's going to wrap things out on the Friday night matches. And then going into Saturday, we had 4 matches go down. The first one was going to be your Boston Breach versus the LAG. And this was a 3-2 victory for the Boston Breach. LAG coming out strong on the map 1. And then Boston Breach answering back 2 and 3. LAG tying things up on the map 4. And then in a 6-2 fashion, search and destroy on the vault. Boston Breach comes out victorious, winning the series here. Anything you guys want to speak about on this series here?
I just want to see. This is what I want to see Falcons do, and it might be the LA. What if Falcons did this to Faze one qualifier?
I don't know what might happen, dude. I think
might buy a
hell
Vegas
might
Those
freeze
prize
over.
picks would be crazy.
Hell might freeze over if that happens, dude. I don't know.
I might buy a Vegas jersey if that happens.
Ew, dead ass, dude. Dead ass.
I'll wear a Vegas jersey every day to champs in Toronto if that
If
happens.
they beat
Hey,
Faze,
hold up. They're not going to champs. Send them home.
they won't be there.
Send them back to Saudi.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
At
goodness.
this on point though, this shit LA. I mean, this has to hurt for LAG. I know. I mean, we were just looked at Boston again, but
Well,
damn.
we've seen a couple people, they've been talking about Lens. And so, like,
Yeah.
here Kismet plays a little better. But Lens has really been putting his best foot forward, trying to do as much as he can to help the squad out, and they've been falling short time after time. But seriously, I think Boston winning the Neslo maps, winning both searches as well as the control. But I expected more from Boston in the hard point. I wouldn't expect the series to be even this close. But as you see, 250, 248 map 1 could have easily been a 3-0, and then red cards probably just repetition. That map is just, some people are good at it, some people aren't. That's all that is.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so this could have been an interesting series here, but yeah, just a typical bash out here, and just went the way for Boston Breach. But that's gonna wrap things up for that series there, and then we're gonna go into the second series of the Saturday night, and this was the Miami Heretics versus the Minnesota ROKKR. And this was a 3-1 victory for Minnesota ROKKR here, so Miami coming out hot on the map 1. And then map 2, Minnesota ROKKR win the map, or the round 11, and then taking home a 3-0 control, and then rounding things out 250 to 167 on the vault hardpoint. What you guys want to speak about on this series here?
Yo, honestly, I didn't even know Super was coming in until like I started watching. I was like, wait, I was like, what's going on? Who's this guy?
I didn't know either.
I had no idea. I was like,
But
oh
he
shit.
really didn't play that bad. I
No,
mean,
no.
despite the stat line, I mean, he really didn't play too bad. He played better than Lucky did, which isn't hard. I could probably do that. Give me a contract. Um, I'm in Florida.
There it is. He doesn't speak Spanish. He only speaks a little bit though.
Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas.
Yeah, so just looking at the stat line here, Miami not looking so hot. Lucky dropping a .76 with a -23 spread, and then Super, his first CDL debut with a .80 -18 spread as well. And everyone on the side of Minnesota ROKKR is positive, with Nero having a good series with a 1.27 with a +21 spread as well. But yeah, it looks like Super joining the team there probably didn't mesh well enough to be competitive for Minnesota ROKKR. It did go map 2 round 11, and then the control was just an absolute ass beating, and they just barely won the hardpoint map 1. So yeah, well, we got some things to work on over there at Miami Heretics if Metals doesn't join back. Lucky needs to pick it up, and then Real probably needs some help as well.
They gotta do something about Lucky for real, like permanently, bro. Like, and I on the side of ROKKR, I'm actually wearing that free shirt with pride this year. I actually like this team.
Yeah,
Like, this team's actually fire. I like them.
I know Nero's been doing pretty well here in the past couple years. He's actually had some really good, head turning moments and whatnot. For me, at least, he's definitely exceeded my expectations of what he brings to the table, and Estriel as well. I know
Yeah.
Gio's been someone that's been pretty consistent as well, and Paul X. I would say he's probably the most inconsistent player on the roster right now, but still probably a good IGL or some sort of glue to the team there.
Yeah.
But that's going to wrap things up for that series here. Then we're going to go into the next matchup, which was the Atlanta Faze versus the Optic Texas. And this was a DoorDash 3-0 victory for the Atlanta Faze, Pred being the first introduction here. They took home the map Hardpoint Vault, Search and Destroy, and a 3-0 Control Protocol. What you guys want to speak about on this series here?
It hurts.
I will say, just like taking a look at the stat line, you notice like the only player who's positive or even on Optic is Pred, and I think that's just this is where it really shows in the stats as far as like trying to get him to fit in, because they're probably just letting him roam, do his thing. He's not used to playing COD right
structure,
now.
Pacing and whatnot.
He hadn't even played Hacienda until like this. He just recently scrimmed Hacienda for the first time. So like just getting back used to things, getting him fit in his spot. I expected Faze to beat Optic. I would have never predicted Optic to beat Faze.
No.
Just because of the change. And I think it's just going to take some time for them to get comfortable. And obviously, they're all playing like shit, but it's not just playing like shit. It's trying to work together, make the new change work.
Yeah, absolutely. So everyone on the side of Optic Texas, pretty much negative. We got Dash with a .65, Kenny with a .67, Chauncey .86, and Pred 1.0. Not a good look here, but yeah, like I said earlier, just a meshing pacing problem that they got to work through as well.
That's the lowest I've seen Dash in a minute.
Yeah, that's not good looks, not good looks. But moving on, then we're going to go into the last series of Saturday night, which was the Cloud9 New York versus the Toronto Ultra. And I'll be honest, this was a surprising 3-0 victory for Cloud9 New York. They absolutely body bagged them on the red card, hardpoint, the Hacienda Search and Destroy, and the Hacienda Control, taking out Toronto Ultra. What you guys want to speak about in this series here?
Like he said, he called it. That shit is crazy. I
I
thought it would go a little different.
I said no. I said Cloud9. Cloud9's got themselves a little team. They just got to figure it out. It's a lot of weird pieces, but it's a lot of pieces that somewhat know what they're doing. Sib can fry when he's on. Kremp obviously can be a nuisance on the map. Attached still has that ice. He's still got that old age in him. And Mac he's doing things when he needs to. So this team they're not looking the best, but they're showing some signs of greatness here, especially against a solid Toronto Ultra roster. Yeah,
and Toronto obviously is a really strong team, and it's great to see that Sib got his footing as well. He did the best out of this series here with the 1.33 plus 15 spread there. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have Mick Haggis back
Hey.
in the chat, dropping a subscription.
McCag Snake McCag Browse.
We like that. Let's go. Thank you,
What's
Mick
good?
Haggis, Hagalation. Thank you.
My future wifey. Did you pray today?
Oh my god. So yeah, we got a great series here out of Cloud9 New York, and looking great. So hopefully they can continue the momentum going into the next series coming up. And then going into Sunday morning, we've got 4 more to go through. So we've got the Los Angeles Thieves going up against the Vegas Falcons, and this was a 3-1 victory going towards the LA Thieves. LA Thieves taking home map 1, and then Falcons stealing a search and destroy.
They're good for one, dude.
They're good for
always
one. They're good for one, and they get body
That's
bagged on the
crazy.
vault and the Skyline hardpoint. Anything that you guys want to speak about on this series here?
No, they spanked him.
Yeah, it's just straight up. You knew it was gonna happen. It's kind of like
It's dumb.
I feel like outside of the Falcons, like teams are getting it together. I mean, and they are too. It's just it's a different category. Nothing against them, but like they are good for one. But I mean, it's LAT. Come on now.
Yeah, so just a typical body bag out of the LA Thieves here against the Vegas Falcons. So hopefully they can figure something out, but I don't know what to tell them. But moving on, then we also have the second series here on Sunday. We had the Carolina Royal Ravens versus the Toronto Ultra, and this was a 3-1 victory going for the Toronto Ultra. They took homes maps 1 and 2. Carolina winning the control on protocol, and then rounding things out, 250 to 216 on the red card hardpoint. Toronto Ultra is the victors for this series here. Anything else you guys want to speak about?
I did expect this to happen, didn't we? Didn't I say Ultra, or did I say Carolina like
Probably
crazy?
Carolina.
Probably did being here, but I
Being a
mean,
Johnson
something's
rider.
Johnson Long. I think Ultra. I mean, they did look better, and they probably had a chip on their shoulder after losing like that.
They were Long Johnson, AKIIRA, AMANE cards.
I like it. I like.
Absolutely. And this was a huge series out of Joe Deceives, a 1.36 KD with a plus 29 spread. You guys are messing me up.
All spread for him.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, I mean, I could have seen this. This could have been a Neslo out of the Carolina Royal Ravens if they would have won that map 2, round 11 on the red card, and then who knows what could have happened on the search and destroy protocol there. They could have been a Neslo, but definitely, doesn't speak volumes here of how close it was on the search here, but they did get an absolute ass beating on the map 1, and map 2 probably just came to a simple rotation loss there. So Carolina still looking strengthy here against the great Toronto Ultra.
It's a cotton candy bowl.
Absolutely. And then moving on here, the third series of the night was the Vancouver Surge and the Cloud9 New York, and this was a 3-2 victory for the Vancouver Surge. Surge coming out strong on map 1, Cloud9 taking map 2, Surge answering back on the third map, and then Cloud9 answering back, rounding things out on a hardpoint Hacienda, and then a 6-1 victory protocol. Search and destroy Vancouver, take it home. What you guys want to speak about on this series here?
I did think Surge was gonna get this one just watching it. I know it went game 5, but yeah, that 6-1's pretty crazy. Yo, Neptune
Going crazy.
dude, yeah, he's been running it down. I feel like all the playtime in challengers and all that stuff. I mean, like, how long was he in challengers until getting picked back up? Like, he knows, like, yo, I'm not trying to go back down there. It's gonna be a while. He's trying to show out.
Ashen pit.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he's looking good, but this one was a fun one to watch this weekend.
Yeah, and I know with the Neptune edition there, I know him and 04 used to play Chals back in the day, so I know that he got that chem going, so looks like it's working well for this team here, and absolutely body bagging the two maps, or two matches that they had this weekend here, so looking good. So that's going to round things out there for that series, and then the last one for this weekend we had was the Optic Texas versus the Minnesota ROKKR, and this was another DoorDash 3-0 victory for the Minnesota ROKKR here. They played a highline or a Skyline hardpoint, Vault Search and Destroy, and a Vault Control. 3-2 victory on the Vault Control there. What do you guys want to speak about on this series here?
Just
That
figure it
stat
out.
line.
Let them
Wow.
figure it out, man. Let them figure it out.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, I didn't expect him to win it all, and this is, well, I, a little more of a fight would have been nice, but yeah, ROKKR's just green carpet is insane. Dashy just went even fighting, but I feel like just the whole vibes off, even though they still got some stuff to work on. Nothing like too serious, but it's like a layered situation. I think right now they really need to just grind it out together. But yeah, Geo, I was watching him a lot this weekend, but in this series, yeah, Estriel, Nero, all of them were. I feel like Paul X was just super comfortable. He had to show out, and once you get that momentum, like that's a wrap. Did Nero get MVP on this one? Yeah.
Yeah.
He sure did. He sure
And
did.
obviously Kenny struggles there, but it's just really it's just a really tough industry to be in because you gotta not only perform, but you also have to be able to perform in different situations with different teammates, and you have to be able to mesh. So not just pure like skill in the game's gonna take you there.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the stat line here, it looks like Kenny's just super uncomfortable with the, Pred situation joining in and whatnot. So just trying to find that pacing with the team and everyone meshing well as a
Which the
well-oiled
damage
machine.
which the
So
damage is there.
yeah, I don't know what's going on, but something's gotta do something different here. But they'll figure it out. Obviously, with time, they'll get back on pace there, and we'll see if they can pull one out like they did last year. But that's going to be it for the matches for this past weekend here. So let's go into the standings currently for Major 2. So at first place, we have LA Thieves. At second, we've got ROKKR. Third, we've got Vancouver Surge. Fourth, we got Boston. Fifth, we got, we got Cloud9 New York at fifth. Faze is at sixth. Toronto is at seventh, and LAG is at eighth. Then we got ninth, Miami. 10th, surprisingly, is Vegas Falcons. Then we have Carolina Royal Ravens, and then at dead last, Optic Texas. So
Fuck, dude,
that is
that looks
insane.
crazy.
That is
How is
insane.
Falcons? Ah, bruh.
At least Falcons
This
can
is
win
crazy.
2 maps this weekend. Optic
Like,
couldn't even do
what the
that.
f-
What the
And
hell is
they had a
going on?
roster update, bro. Oh my god.
Lord have mercy. But yeah, it's looking a little lopsided here. I'll be honest, but this is just the standings for Major 2, but not good looks here. But we'll see what what next weekend looks for us here. But we're going to move on here to some more news here. Then during this weekend, we've had Optic Dashy snap his absolute webcam in frustration.
He's mad he can't break it. He just keeps fucking breaking it.
He's like, dude, this is the most calm crash out I've ever seen. He doesn't even look mad. It
Is that
looks
what
like
he's doing? Is trying to break it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He like looked at Pred real quick.
Damn, that fucking hurt.
He's like scratch his head like, god damn.
Dude, GG. So
Why do you need to hit the hit the?
he needs to hit the regain or something, dude. Oh my god.
That's a C1920 or whatever it is. I don't even know. That shit's easy. Don't mess up. That's why he's shooting crazy. He fucked up his hand.
This is so funny, bro. Oh man. So yeah, that's Dashy there for you after
Look
the
at him, God,
frustrations.
man.
The frustrations all around. Not looking good for Optic there. Then we also have Vegas Falcons has now lost. I'm sorry, this is a incorrect tweet. This is now 17. They're 0-17 this year for hard points. So Vegas Falcons have now broken the losing record for hard points in a row at 17 in a row now.
And that's not counting scrims.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Then moving on here, then we also have Lunars is to be expected to join LAG this second weekend here for Major 2 on the side of LAG or Priesta. So I don't know if you guys know anything about Lunars, but he is someone that's been in Challengers as well to be replacing Priesta this next split. So what are you guys' thoughts on this?
Shitter Preston out of here. He's fucking terrible.
Oh my god.
I've only seen one good snap by the kid at Major 1 2 years ago. I don't know. I feel like Lunars, I mean, give him a shot. I don't know much about the dude. I've heard a lot of his name, but I haven't watched him play really. I mean, I think Shotzi and them are like playing pro 8s now with some of the LAG boys, and Priest is still there. So I don't know what exactly is going on as of right now. So I'm wondering.
Yeah, I'm wondering too. I don't know much about him as far as like gameplay wise. I have heard his name around, tossed around a lot for up and coming talent. So we'll see how this turns out for LAG and if they can get some good momentum going with that.
I'm down for something new.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
It makes them interesting.
Absolutely. Moving on, then we also have Faze's live comms after sweeping Optic. Let's go into a live listen in.
Yep. Grandma's in top tower. Or Kenny dead. Grandma's in top tower rally. Grandma's dead. Let's get mid. This is so stupid, it's so dumb. Oh my god. Jeez. Hey, welcome back, baby. Welcome back. It's hard, huh? No 0-3 this time, guys. Let's go.
Oh my god.
And they are clowning him, man.
Alright, let me grab back real quick. Simp looks like a fucking rat, and he couldn't even look over my desk. Tyler Abizi's girlfriend gets shit on me every time she plays me in ranked play. Celium looks like a fucking weirdo, and Draza had fucked up teeth and had to buy new ones. Let's move on. Thank you.
Yo, Sip stood up and he was the same height, damn near.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly, bro.
Oh
Shit
my
around here.
god.
You guys are
That's-
crazy.
You're lucky. I should have smacked them all in that fucking elevator.
Oh my
The
god.
brand builder was good. What's good? Welcome.
Well, moving on here, then we also have
First time
Draza reacting to him shitting on Scrap. So let's go into a listen in with this as well.
Look at this guy. Stunned. You don't move. Keep ironing. Bot. So dash. Look how I play this clown, bro. Kill this guy. Stun this guy. Go in him. Shoot him twice. Make him move. Reach out. Holy sh. There's no way I'm playing like that. Oh my gosh. This shit's so bad. Look at him losing full. Holy fuck. I just fried that guy twice. Look at this guy. Stunned.
Scrap's head's like tilted like this, like.
Oh my god, dude, that is hilarious. So I'm still loving the Draza v Scrap beef as well, and it continues to bleed into.
If Draza wants me to kick his ass, I'll do it.
Oh
If Draza,
I'll do
if
it.
Draza keeps talking that shit, I'm gonna say, Scrap, don't worry, I'll handle your light work real quick.
I'll check
Oh,
him in the
man.
elevator again.
Check it
I'll
to
kick his ass.
Oh my god, yeah, man. So we've got some more beef building up going into Major 2 as well on that front there. So let's go ahead and switch gears here into some community updates. So Major 1 community update with Daniel Say. Major 2 finals will be a best of 7 instead of a best of 5 now.
Minor.
I'm sorry, yeah, correct. Minor 2
Oh,
finals
okay.
will now be a best of 7 instead of a best of 5, and it will still be remaining a single elimination tournament. So
I don't get that.
a little bit of an update there, because I know the best of 5 definitely wasn't the best one to go on, so I'm glad that they changed it to a best of 7 now.
It's like they go halfway in the right direction, but when they take a step back, it's a full step. Like, I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but like remaining single elim, it should, like, there should be a whole other, I don't know,
Yeah.
side to that turning.
Yeah, I agree, but
Why not?
But it's just because it's a minor. They not like us.
oh my god. Well, moving on here into some other news here, then we also had a rank play update drop as well, continuing with the Jackal PDW restrictions here. So a new GA dropped this past week with the Jackal, removing all muzzles, all fire mods, and all barrels except for the Gain Twist barrel. So that's going to be the new meta now going for the Jackal, as well as the KSV, PPSH, and the Cypher are now banned in rank play as well. So I'm glad that they're starting to update the meta in rank play. They just got to get those new maps out of there, and flash grenades and anything else that's not G8 as well as the C9, I believe, should be removed as well.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. But moving on here, then we also have ProLoot and Illy beefing throughout the challengers
this has
here.
been
So let's go
great.
into this crash out real quick.
Join up, bro. Join up. Don't cut up,
Shit.
bro. Don't cut up.
I'm counting dope, bro. I'm saving dope.
Nah, trust me. No, you're not, bro. No, you're not. I promise you, I'll lose so much.
I'm saving dope right now. Trust me, bro. Like that.
Byron, did you tell them you want to change host?
No, nigga, you're the one that got the stream.
Bro, you're the one who wants to change fucking host.
I'm getting off.
Are you retarded, bro? Are you, bro? Okay, I'll tell them. Holy fuck.
You're the one that got the stream, made me get
Yes, but you're the one who's bitching.
We're on
on their quad host, are you retarded? We're obviously not gonna move fucking even look close to fucking decent.
Bro, my
Not even
controller
close.
has been fucked the first 2 fucking maps. I'm just
So
telling you.
it doesn't help the situation when they're on quad host.
Shit, they're terrible.
Do you have autism or do we have fucking like brain dead? Did we fall on that fucking floor today? Like we don't.
Are you brain? You can't even wake up for a fucking 2. No wonder you're ad for so long.
I don't want to play with none of you niggas. You're awful. You're the new team. You guys are
What?
terrible.
Bro,
You're the team.
that's what you guys shit on. That's why you guys shit on. That's why you guys shit on your am. You don't win shit. You're dog shit.
You don't move. You're awful.
You're a dog shit. You're a fucking dog shit am.
You're awful. Yeah,
Please, you're a dog shit am. What? Are you brain dead? No wonder you're am. Yeah, well, I'm not playing with Byron. This guy's brain dead. He doesn't wake up for 2s. This guy doesn't wake up for 2s. Like, this guy doesn't get scrims. This guy doesn't do anything. He doesn't get kills. He doesn't row. He maybe hops hills sometimes. But like, holy fuck, no way this guy's going back in the league. No wonder he wants to go to AR. No wonder you want to go to AR so you can go back in the league because you know you can't make it as a sub, you dog shit moron.
What are you gonna make it as, nigga?
I'm gonna make it as, huh? Yeah, I'll make it as main AR. Fucking don't worry. One more than you in one tournament than you probably will make in 20 years of your life.
Oh my.
Yeah. Nah, everyone can see the AM scene. Can't even wake up. Can't even wake up for
Is that your
2.
first time hearing
Laugh
that?
my ass off. Can't even get scrims either. This guy does nothing. No kills,
Typing it.
hills, rows, anything. Byron, you're a dog shit am, bro. You're a dog shit am. Byron, you're a dog shit am, bro. There's a reason you're am. Yo, stream. This guy wants to change from a sub to an AR because this guy can't get kills with the sub, bro. Like, so he will get picked up. It's like the cringiest shit ever.
Oh my
Dude.
god.
Well, yeah. So I was like, I was looking into that, and like I've already seen all that before. I watched like the full thing, like when they were playing and everything, and they're playing like a vault, and they're all on like 60 something ping. Like Ilya was on like 60 something ping. His controller was like disconnecting and shit and messing up. And then like the reason they're playing Miami is because that's like the best scrim they could get was against like a pro team for that day or whatever. Because I forget, I think it was like a Sunday or whatever day it was. And that was like the best scrim they could get. So it was like, all right, we'll play them on their host, whatever. But they were all on bad connection and shit. So like you're obviously not gonna look good. And then Illy got the scrim, but then Byron's like, well, my fucking connection sucks. I need a new host. And then instead of asking them to change host, he tells Illy, you got the scrim. You go tell him to change host, or you go host.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
And then in Byron's excuses, oh, well, they're probably not going to switch hosts. And it's like, well, you don't fucking know if you don't ask.
Yeah, what the hell? Illy's tweaking, dude. I
Yeah,
love it.
fucking Prelude's fucking dog shit.
A1 crash
a
out.
fucking
I love
idiot.
it. I love it. I love it. All right, well, moving on here. Then we also have an update here for Season 3. Is rumored to be launching March 20th of this year. So, based on the in-game trailer and timer, this will also be the return of Verdansk in Warzone as well. So, mark your calendars for March 20th for the
Marked it.
Season 3 and Warzone Verdansk returning as well. So, hopefully, it'll be a nice revival there, but only time will tell, and we can only be hopeful there. Moving on, then we also have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Call of Duty have now confirmed a collab here. So if you guys are just absolutely bored out of your mind, let's go into a live listen.
Pop the lid! Pop the lid! Hang on! I want to try my hydraulic wedge. Move, I'll do it. Quietly, guys. Whoa! Tubular!
So yeah, it won't be soon. We'll get shit on by Raphael and the squad. Yeah. So that'd be cool to see. I'm glad that it's cool to see that Call of Duty, unfortunately, like double-edged sword, where it's cool to get cool content, but you gotta pay like absurd amounts of money to get some cool skins in the game now. So, but yeah, it's cool to see that they got some actual, licensing to do this stuff now. Kind of cool. Moving on, then we also have Elon Musk has confirmed that he's starting an AI game studio to make games great again. I wanted to bring this into the mix here because what happens if, like, you know how they've been doing with Doge and the new administration and whatnot? What if they just come in here and just start putting in Activision, putting them straight, man? Like, get your anti-cheat working correctly. Let's get these games back to where they were in their glory days back in 2010, 2011. You know, like, what the hell, man? Like, the golden age of COD? Like, dude, what are your guys' thoughts?
That'd be crazy. I'm interested about an AI game studio. Like, there still needs to be human input for what makes games great again. Like, so we have to know what that is and then apply it with prompts and coding and machine learning to do it. Like, I mean, it's Elon. He's gonna do something, but I don't know if it's gonna be quite as like game changing, for lack of a better fucking pun.
Well, I don't
But
think he
like,
means like. I don't think it means like games, AI game studios, and like
Only AI building it.
just everything. I think it just means like it's still gonna be human concept and such. I just think like a heavy part of the actual like development and the building process is AI.
Yeah, yeah. So
I wonder what that looks like. That's gonna be.
It's not gonna be. Which you have to understand. Elon Musk is like a different type of gamer. So like. He's probably talking about a whole nother space, probably like fighting games.
yeah,
And
like
all sorts of shit
Dota
like
and
that.
like League of Legends
You know,
and shit.
I'll play
you
a
guys,
Dota, space
you guys
Dota.
know Elon Musk is like one of the top players in the world in a certain game. Did y'all know that? It's freaking Diablo.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah. I've seen
Diablo,
that. I've
bro.
seen
He's
some
like
clips of
one of
him.
the top people in the game. He's like top. I think he's like the number 2 U.S. player or something like that.
That's insane.
Shouts out Diablo 3. That used to be my shit.
That's
Play that
insane.
monk. Paragon level 1000. Fuck with
Oh
me.
my god. Well, moving on here to the last topic here. Then we also have Phil Spencer, the Xbox boss here, saying that I'm not trying to move them all over to the Xbox anymore. Let's just allow more people to play the games, as he confirms that they're going to be focusing on releasing games to multiple consoles instead of strictly making them Xbox exclusives. So what this sounds like is Halo coming to other consoles like the Wii and the infamous PlayStation 5. So I'm excited to see Halo on PlayStation for my
That would be
personal
crazy,
take.
bro.
That's going to be so much fun. I don't know about any other Xbox exclusive games that I could think of off the top of my head that are on Xbox.
There's not really any good ones.
Yeah, I think Halo's the only one that I'm
I
really
think
concerned about.
Rainbow. I think Rainbow is.
They're talking about Call of Duty on Nintendo again, so maybe like something like
Is
that
it
as
Rainbow
well.
an Xbox exclusive?
Rainbow Six?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I
Or
mean,
no? Maybe like Sea of Thieves or something like that. Maybe.
Oh yeah.
There's not many games.
They're all like okay, in my opinion,
Absolutely.
but nothing like Halo.
Rainbow might be
Damn
on
sure.
PlayStation. I might be tripping.
Dude, I used to grind the hell out of some Halo, man. Halo is like a different vibe, you know, between co-op campaign and multiplayer and all the custom games and whatnot, and of course ranked. Definitely has it all there for us, but short-lived. But I'm excited to see it come back, and I honestly, dude, like I have more fun on the co-op campaign just because of how legendary it is.
I agree.
So that was always fun. Like
The
Reach,
co-op made it, yeah.
Halo 3, custom games, Skybase, all that stuff. Going down memory lane right now. The nostalgia's hitting.
That's why Destiny's boring with no one to play. Like if you solo it, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta have someone there. Or it's shit boring.
Yeah, gaming is a lot better when you get someone else to do it with you. You know what I'm saying?
So I think they're definitely on the right track with that statement you just said. I like this.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's gonna be it for this episode here. Any guys want to talk about anything else before we conclude today's episode?
Destiny is not ass in the chat. No, it kind of is right now, but
Destiny
nothing much really.
Fucking sucks. No, I'm kidding.
You gotta grind with the best and raid with the best. No one to raid with. Everyone quit. I don't blame them. But I mean, as far as Call of Duty goes, it was a good weekend of matches. I'm ready to see Optic go crazy. They only have one coming up this weekend, but hopefully it's a good one. I mean, it's always good to have BAM. We'll have the updated templates coming up for you on the overlays.
Absolutely.
Get that right.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it'll be a good one. What about you, Big BAM?
Yeah, nothing much, man. Just got school and work going on, and ready to get the CDO back pumping. Ready to see what's in store for Major 2. Still got a little bit of time for that, and yeah, man, I'm ready to do some shit with the boys, man. Ready for a boys trip.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get me fucking amped up.
Soon, coming soon. Coming soon. So yeah, man, gonna be a good weekend here. We'll be back at it next Monday as well, giving out some more was it week 2, major 2 updates as well. So I appreciate everyone tuning in, listening, watching wherever you guys are, Apple Music, Spotify, or on YouTube, or if you're here live. We really appreciate you guys. Like always, thank you, and Mr. AMANE, thank you for joining. Doing everything that you do on and off the screen, man. This guy's the GOAT, and making sure we get content and updates daily. It is insane. And then Bambalam.
Gas all around.
Yeah. And Bambalam, thank you for joining up, man. Your input's always needed and loved here with us. We love the input from you and your opinions there. So thank you guys.
And Big Bob.
And Big Bob, the best host with the most.
Let's go. But we're active. Let's get it.
And Mr. AMANE, just to recap what he said, thank you so much for everything you do for the podcast. We really appreciate it. Got those new overlays, the new short overlays, the new desktop overlay coming next week. It all looks absolutely phenomenal, and it wouldn't be there without you. So we really appreciate it. Working around your busy schedule to make sure we're getting some better production quality around here. So thank you very much. And thank you, Mr. Bobby, for having me on again.
Absolutely. It's been a pleasure, gentlemen. And this will be the concluding episode for 61 here. We'll see you guys next week on another episode of the BCP. We'll see you later. Peace.
Peace.